How's it, viewers? Welcome back to the channel. Got the Bonneville here, new church. I'm doing a video on rapid bike. This is an update. Got my rapid bike module here. I want to show you some settings that I'm on right now. Reason being is the bike has developed a flat spot. On hard acceleration, when I tap off and open the throttle again, there's a big flat spot and it dies down, and it's like the throttle bogs and doesn't want to pick up, and I have to wait a few seconds with the throttle tapped off and then it opens up. So what I have done recently in the last video was adjust the TPS, which is on the other side of these throttles. This is the fuel injection model. You can see the injector wires going in this carb lookalike throttle housing. So this is a video for all Bonneville models, fuel injected up to 2016. You can see the shape of the engine, which one it is. This applies to the scrambler and the Thruxton as well. The mods I have right now are aftermarket silencers. The headers are original. I took the baffle plate out of the airbox here. That was a big job. I got a K&N air filter in here, and I had a bell mount on the airbox opening. I took the bell mount off, it broke. It was 3D printed, and I've made my own one. I'm sure you've seen in other videos. There's no bell mount, there's just steel brackets holding the air filter in. And then I have my rapid bike fueling module. So, the flat spots, what I did, first thing I did was I adjusted the setting and made it richer. I did some research, and it seems like my Bonneville was running too lean. I had it on setting +2 and on setting, 2, and it was too lean with all my mods. So you can see now I still have it on setting +2. This is your main air fuel ratio, the one on the right, and the one on the left is your fine tuning. As you can see, the arrow there is on number 7. I first had it on 4, and I don't know why I kept monitoring the plugs, and I thought it was too rich, so I turned it down to 2. I was doing around 6 liters to 100 Ks on setting +2 and 2. And it was going good, but then the flat spot started. So I turned it up to setting +2, 4, and then setting 4. And it was a lot better, but still a flat spot. So next I adjusted the TPS in my last video. It's not a difficult job to do, and the multimeter way, which I did. Yeah, so I did that, and at the same time I turned it up to fuel ratio +2 and setting 7. Took it for a ride, opened the throttle, tapped off, opened the throttle again, and the power was instantly there. Problem solved. I just want to mention setting the TPS. Some people say it helps with throttle snatch. Let me tell you, my throttle is either on or off. It's just the way it is. I still have my air injection system on this bike. I don't want to take it off. I like the popping and banging and the flames out the exhaust. What I did notice was there was a lot more power now. Mid-range had definitely increased. The throttle is so much more responsive. Mid-range power, definitely feel a gain in power with the setting, with this fuel ratio +2 and setting on 7. I haven't checked the plugs yet, but due to the fact that there's no more flat spot, I reckon she's right. Just another note, when Adjust it. If you balance your throttles, you have to adjust the TPS. That's for the fuel injected models. I'm sure with the carburetor models, you probably have to do the same thing. I haven't looked up into any of the carburetor model stuff. But if it's for fuel injection that you adjust the TPS, then it must be for carbureted models. I'm sure there's a TPS there. So yeah, bike is running great. No more problems. I got more power. My fuel consumption though is averaging 8 liters per 100 k's with the settings I'm on now. It's a bit high, but I've been riding quite hard and robot to robot, gunning it, gassing it, no top end stuff. I haven't been out of town in a while, out in the desert. I'd like to go sometime and do a top speed run on a quiet road. The bike does now, when I first got it, would only do 180 kilometers per hour. After I got the rapid bike module, it did 190. Then I got the 19-tooth sprocket, the engine sprocket on the front here, and it got worse. And the power, the mid-range was lacking. So I've gone back to the original sprockets from the factory that's still fresh with the 18-tooth sprockets here. I think the back is a 44, don't quote me on it. And the mid-range is there, and my top speed is now 200. But after adjusting TPS and cleaning the injectors, balancing the throttles, setting the dim sport rapid bike module, I want to do another run sometime and see what speed she does and how she goes. Otherwise, everything's great. Just on a side note, I'll be making another video sometime about the fuel level gauge. Where is it? Over there, mine has stopped working. There's a sensor inside here, it's a thermistor. And apparently the part from Triumph is super expensive. But I met a guy at this year's car and bike show, and he was telling me you can buy the fuel level sensors, the thermistors, off AliExpress, which I checked it out. And for me in rands for South Africa, you get 2 for just over 200 rand, which is dirt cheap. I'm sure that price, Triumph prices can't compete. Also, there's no Triumph dealer nearby. I'd have to drive 300 k's to my nearest dealer. So I have to get clever about fixes and stuff like that. But yeah, check it out. Anyway, that's me for now. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Cheers.